So welcome back. In our last video, we were talking about some basic operations on binary tree, and we said that the most basic operation is something which is called as search a particular node or search a particular data value. Right? That idea remains the same. Every time, what we do is that based on the value we do the comparison. It's not based on the node address we do the comparison, right? And in today's video, we'll talk about inserting a new node to this particular binary search tree, not binary tree. Now, as I said, just because this binary search tree is an ordered binary tree, which helps us in both the ways, that means insertion and deletion, and on top of it, it helps us in searching as well because it is ordered. Every time we know that whether we have to move towards left or right. For that sake, we are aware that we can go ahead with, let's say, movement towards left or right, or maybe suppose I have to identify and nothing exists, so we declare that the particular tree is empty, or I don't have that particular value in my binary tree. Now, coming back to our old discussion, so in the last class we looked into the search operation, and then we took a couple of examples. Then in today's class, we'll talk about inserting a new node. Now, the point which we need to keep in mind is that once again, as analogous to the funda of searching a node, the very first thing we look for is that whether my BST is empty or not, whether my binary search tree is empty or not. Now, in that case, what I do is that this time I'll be taking a function which is insert a node. Once again, the same node will have this particular value, and I'm using the same BST terminology. So for searching a particular value, we know that if suppose I have an array, right, and it is sorted, let's say, and I need to search for a particular value, let's say 19. So what we do is we simply go ahead with this concept that we start with this, we move to this, we move to this, we move to this, and we are done with it. And we know that this was something which was ordered. And right now I'm talking about linear search. Here also I can bring some modifications and I can further optimize this particular search if my data size is comparatively very high. Right now it's pretty small, right? It's pretty small, I can take a call on it. Now, and let's say if we have a sorted array and we want to search a number in that array. So if the array size is small, the data size is small, then what we do is we simply go for linear search. If we see that the data size is comparatively huge, so what all options we have is the simplest one and the very familiar one is your binary search. We can go ahead with binary search operation. Right, so what we do is we compare the number to be searched or maybe the element, and then we look with the compare this with the mid element, and then we take a call of either moving towards left or moving towards right based on this particular middle value. So in case of binary search tree, the funda is almost similar. Once again, I have to move towards left or right, and that would be based on a particular node value, right? that would be based on a particular node value. So it's like let's say I have something like this, a simple tree, and what I'm supposed to do is that what I'm supposed to do here is that based on these data values, I'll take a call on whether to move towards left subtree or right subtree. Now, so what this algorithm tells us that follow the same funda, move towards left subtree or right subtree based on that current node value, and it is almost similar to your search as well, right? Binary search. Now, what I'm going to do is, the first thing is I'll check if my binary search tree is empty or not. Right. If it is empty, then what I'm supposed to do is I'll make that particular node value as the root node. Now, what all things I'm supposed to do in case of making a particular value to be the node value? In that case, what we do is that every time I am making a particular node value as the root node in case of an empty tree, so what I'm supposed to do is I'll place this and I'll make this as null, and that's how this becomes a root node and a binary search tree with a single node. So this particular algorithm, what it does is it sets the value and makes the left and right pointer as null, right, in both the case, because if suppose it is not null, that means I have some more values and that particular thing fails because the comparison is not done. In other options, what we are supposed to do is that once again the same funda where what we are doing in case of search or what we are even doing in case of binary search, the way I've explained here. It's like if the value is less than your node value, then I'm supposed to move towards the left, right? In that case, let's say I have to insert a node and I did a comparison. I found my value is less than this particular node value. I've moved towards this. Here also I'm once again moving to this, comparing this, and if it is okay, then I'll add to this, or else what I'll do is I'll add to this side. I'll make this particular node if it is greater. Right, so every time I'm doing a comparison, I'm taking a call on moving towards left or moving towards right. Alright, so this was the first part where we did some comparison and we moved towards left. The other option we are left with is moving towards right. So it's like I found that my value is greater than this particular node value. So I'll say that okay, it's better to take a right, just like binary search. Now I'm moving towards right, but idea is to insert a node, right? So once again I'm doing a comparison whether value holds greater than my node value. Once again I'm moving towards right, and then based on this comparison I'll take a call that whether to add to this side or to add to this side, and that's how we insert a node, right? Let's take another example. Let's say I have a I have the initial, let's say, initial condition of my BST is something like this. Let's say this is 66. Now, and I need to insert a value 100. In that case, I'll do a comparison. First of all, I found that okay, it's not an empty binary search tree. I went for a comparison. I found my value to be greater than this. I moved towards this. Once again, I did a comparison. So what I'm supposed to do is my new value for this BST will be something like this. Now, if suppose once again I need to insert some more values, and let's say this particular value is 45, right? After 100, I'm taking a call on inserting a particular value which is found to be 100. Sorry, after 100, I'm inserting 45. So I did a comparison. I found, let's move towards left. I did a comparison. I found that I need to take a call on moving towards right. So your 45 gets added here. Now let's insert some more values to it. So in that case, what I'm supposed to do is that I'm supposed to take a call on, let's say, some random value of 70. Now, in this case, I came to this part and I went for a comparison once again, and I found that I need to move towards this side. Went for a comparison, I did a comparison, I moved once again towards this. Here I did a comparison and I found that 70 of course is lesser than 100. I've added this particular thing here. Right, that's how the growth of the binary search tree takes place. Now, keep two things in mind which we have already discussed in our previous video, that the shape of my binary tree, BST, depends on, first is the key values, second is the order of insertion. Right, for example, let's say if I shuffle this particular thing, let's say instead of inserting in this manner, if I'm inserting, let's say 70, then 45, then 100. So in that case, let's see how our BST takes a shape. So I have came here, I went for a comparison. I found that it's better to move towards right. I went for a comparison here, and over here I'm adding 70 now based on the rule. Next is 45. I went for a comparison. I went to this side. 45, still same position. Now 100. Now this is bringing a totally different shape. This move towards this. From this move towards this. From here I'm adding 100 here. Now just see, values are same set of values, but the order of insertion also matters. Right, the order of insertion also matters. Now this was all about inserting a node. In our next video we'll talk about deleting a node. which itself is a very tricky thing because we have several options once again, right? Because we may come across several situations, right? What all these several situations are, that deleting a node with no children, or deleting a node with one children, or maybe deleting a node with even two children as well. So all these things we'll talk about the deletion in our next video. See you soon.